My name is Sabadish. I'm the director of the Carteret County Board of Elections Office, and I am here to talk to you about what to expect in this upcoming November 2023 municipal election in Morehead City. In Morehead City, the election schedule is a 4-year mayor term, and there are 5 commissioners elected on a 3 and 2 alternating schedule, also for 4 years. Resignations and appointments are not filled by the unexpired term. So if there is a vacancy or someone leaves the board will appoint someone to fill that vacancy until the remainder of the unexpired term. So it is not up until the next regularly scheduled election, but through the full expiration of the term. Morehead City Government Assembly is also a nonpartisan plurality. This means that you will not be seeing party affiliations on your ballot come November. These are all nonpartisan seats and the candidates run as such. Looking forward to November 2023, we do have 3 commissioner seats up for re-election. Candidate filing has now concluded. That ended on July 21st at noon, and at this point we have 11 candidates that have filed for 3 vacancies in Morehead City. Voting eligibility: voters must reside within city limits in order to vote in this election. If you have questions about where your municipality is, we do have a QR code that is available through the Board of Elections office. You can scan that on your phone, type in your address, and it will tell you whether or not you reside within city limits or not, and also who your representatives are within the county. Voters must also be over the age of 18 and have to be registered with the Carteret County Board of Elections. If you know someone that needs to get registered, they can come and fill out a voter registration form. It is the same form to also update your address or update your party affiliation. The last day that the Board of Elections office can accept these forms is October 13th at 5 p.m. Voters that are unable to complete that deadline can also register and vote on the same day at any one of our one-stop sites. We will have one-stop early voting in October at the Board of Elections office, at Fort Benjamin Park in Newport, and also at Western Park in Cape Carteret. It doesn't matter where you live, during early voting you can vote at any one of our 3 sites. On Election Day, November 7th, voters must go to their Election Day precinct. If you are unsure of your Election Day precinct, it is printed on your voter registration card, or you can also contact the Board of Elections office to confirm your Election Day precinct. Morehead City also has absentee voting available. This is a resolution that is passed by the town and submitted to the Board of Elections office to allow absentee voting. Absentee voting will require a photo ID this coming November. Photo ID will be required for all voters in North Carolina, whether they are voting on Election Day in person during early voting, or voting absentee. Absentee voters need to be sure to put a copy of their photo ID inside the return envelope and submit that along with their ballot. Some acceptable forms of a valid photo ID are a North Carolina driver's license, a state ID from the NCDMV or a non-operator ID, a driver's license or a non-driver ID from another state. If the voter is voting with an out-of-state photo ID, they must have moved within the state of North Carolina within 90 days of the election. You can also use your U.S. passport or a U.S. passport card, or a photo ID issued by the Board of Elections office. These are free IDs supplied by the Board of Elections office that you can use on Election Day during early voting or for absentee voting. This ID from the Board of Elections office is not required to vote. There are several forms of valid photo ID. A more in-depth list can also be found on the State Board of Elections website. If someone does not have a photo ID, there are 3 reasons in which that individual can fill out an ID exception form. Those reasons are religious objection, reasonable impediment, or a natural disaster within 100 days of the election. If someone falls under this category and is not able to get a photo ID in time before the election, they can complete that form for one of those 3 reasons only. If a voter is over the age of 65 and they have a valid photo ID on their 65th birthday, they can use that photo ID as long as it is valid on their 65th birthday through whenever they are going to vote. So even if that photo ID is expired, if they're over the age of 65 and it was valid at that time, it is a valid ID to us. Typically in municipal elections in Carteret County, we see a 20 to 22% voter turnout. So we're not seeing as many voters getting out and getting involved. So we are trying to encourage that at the Board of Elections office and encourage municipal residents to get out there and vote. Morehead City has over 7,000 municipal voters. So 7,000 people are eligible to vote in this municipal election. So we're hoping to increase that voter turnout, especially with 11 candidates filed for 3 vacancies. If you have any additional questions about the upcoming municipal election in Morehead City, you can visit our website at www.carteretcountync.gov. You can call our office at 252-728-8460, and you can also reach us by email at boemail@carteretcountync.gov. We hope to see you out at the polls this upcoming election season, and please reach out to us if you have any questions.